Okay, so this is the chapter I was telling you about yesterday that I really wanted to talk about because it talks about all the different kinds of businesses that you can have. But the one that I really want to talk about when we get to it is franchises, like McDonald's and Taco Bell. And because it's really interesting because I actually have personal experience with that because my dad owned a franchise when I was a kid. Basically, that was my job when I was in high school. He bought it pretty much so that I have a job. So when we get to that, I'll have some more in-depth detail about that. But what we're going to talk about is the types of business ownership. So right now, you guys are doing your business plans, and so since you're not working by yourself, you would have to come up with some sort of partnership agreement with the people in your group, and so we'll talk about that too. Okay, so first what I want you to do, and I left you a blank slide so that you could write your responses, but I'm looking for in 7 lines or so, 3 reasons why you would rather either work for a company or own your own business. Okay, so 3 reasons why you chose the one that you did, and 1 reason why you did not choose the other. What turns you off about that? So I'll give you about a minute or so to go ahead and just jot down any information that you have that you could think of. Would you rather be your own boss, or would you say that seems like too much work and I'd just rather work for a company you told us to? Did you have paper? You have a notebook? I'm not joking to say that. Who wants to share their thoughts first? So who would rather work for a company? Show of hands. Wow, just a couple of you. Riley, why would you rather work for a company?
Because you don't have if you work by if you're your own boss, you have to worry about everybody else and yourself.
Right. Yeah. There's a lot more stress and pressure when you're by yourself. When you're the owner. Like, what about you? Same reasons or?
I hate paperwork. It seems like a lot of paperwork.
Well, then at least you're honest. Yeah, it's probably a lot more work than paperwork if you're your own business. So the rest of you wanted to be your own boss?
Yeah.
Why, Braxton?
Because I worked for a couple different companies and franchises, and it depends if you kiss butt or not. If you're the favorite and unfairness is high in a bunch of companies.
Okay.
And as soon as people realize that, they're going to want to be their own boss also.
Do you think you have the motivation to do all the work? I know for me, I don't know if I could be my own boss because I feel like if I was to work from home, I would take advantage of, let me do the laundry. I'm going to take a nap. I don't think I have the discipline to be my own boss and to own my own business.
I could do it if I didn't have distractions.
Like cell phones and music, yeah. But you have all that, so.
Yeah.
So maybe you should just work for a company. Who else said they want to? Who else? Logan, why would you want to be your own boss? Yeah, you.
Because I'd rather, given the opportunity, I'd rather do this for myself than work for somebody else.
Okay. Like his little store boss, right?
Okay.
Who else wants to tell us? Manisha, you want to be your own boss? Why? Well, right, and you have a much more flexible schedule when you're your own boss. That is true. So why would some of you not, like those of you that said you wanted to be your own boss, why do you not want to work for a company? Alyssa? That is true, right. So you don't have as much freedom to be creative and to do it, like control of what you're doing. Anyone else want to share why they want to be their own boss? There's a lot of these. Only 2 people really want to work for a company. That's actually, there's a lot of entrepreneurs in here. Maybe you're really going to use these business plans that we're making. Okay, so yeah, all of those are real reasons. Like people, like if you're your own boss, obviously you have the freedom of your schedule. You don't have to listen to somebody else. You can be super creative. On the other end, though, you have to be disciplined. It's a lot of work. You know, you have to put all the hours in. Okay, so in this chapter, what we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about the disadvantages and the advantages of the 3 major forms of business. Okay, so we're going to talk about each of those, and we're going to talk about how cooperatives and nonprofits, how they're similar and how they're not similar to corporations and franchises. So the main idea is the sole proprietorship, partnerships, and corporations. Those are the most common forms of a business, so those are the 3 that we're going to focus on. Cooperatives, nonprofits, and franchises are other forms. They're just not as big as the other 3. As part of your business plan, you're entrepreneurs, and you have to decide which is going to best fit the situation of the 3 that we're going to talk about and the reasons for that. So during this, during the time of your business, it could change. You could start off by yourself and then start to grow and get bigger, and you might have to bring on more people. So you might start off as a sole proprietorship, but then bring on other people because they're going to become partners in your business because you can't do it all by yourself. And these changes can happen while your business is obviously going through those growing stages. So some concepts is organizing a business and other ways to organize a business. So like I said a second ago, the 3 top ones, or the main ones, are sole proprietorship, which is by yourself, partnerships is when you have other people, and corporations, and those are your bigger companies. So a sole proprietorship, this is a business that's owned by one person. So this is when you're really first starting off. You really don't have the money or the income to hire somebody else. So about 3/4 of all businesses in the United States are sole proprietorships. So there is a pretty big group of them. And there are all these small businesses that are getting started. I'm sure that since this book was written, that percent has probably gone up because of all the internet companies that you can have. Like anyone can start a business and start selling something online. How's that here? Okay, so as you can see, this is just a chart. And look, so 72% of all businesses are sole proprietorships. So these are these small businesses, whether they're just like little boutiques on, downtown or something that's selling online. Corporations take up about 20%, partnerships are 5%, and then the others like franchises and all that are 3%. So you would think that sole proprietorships would have the most income, correct, right? They make the most money because there's so many of them. But the chart below is the amount of revenue made by each of those businesses. And so look, corporations, those are your big ones, like Apple and Google. Those are huge corporations. They make up 85% of the revenue, okay? Sole proprietorships are only 5%. Partnerships actually make a little bit more money at 8%. And then the franchises are only at 2%. So that's kind of interesting. So advantages to starting your own business and being by yourself is, first, it's easy to start because you're the only one. There's really no, you just kind of come up with an idea and start it. You're the person that's in charge, which is what a lot of you said you wanted to do. The biggest one is you get to keep all the money. You don't have to pay anyone for helping you, so there's no salaries, like whatever you make, you keep. And your taxes are lower than a corporation because, and you'll see in a little bit, that you're really only taxed once. Corporations are taxed twice. So, just to go into a little more detail is, obviously it's easy to start. Depending on the laws that are in your local area, you might need to have a license or a permit to get started. You're the person in charge of the business, which is what a lot of you like to do. You make all the decisions and you get to run the business as you want. You keep all of the profits. And finally, your income taxes are only